Van sat in the university library, her eyes focused on textbook in front of her, but her mind was elsewhere. She couldn't help but steal glances at Taehyung, who was sitting a few tables away, engrossed in his own studies. Every time he laughed at something his friend said or ran a hand through his hair, Vian's heart fluttered with a mix of admiration and longing. Her thoughts were interrupted by arrival of her best friend, Mia, who plopped down in the seat across from her with a loud sigh. "Oh, I can't believe how boring this place is," Mia complained, flipping her hair over her shoulder. "I wish I could be doing something fun instead." Van forced a smile, used to Mia's dismissive attitude towards their studies. "We have to focus on our assignments, Mia. We can't just slack off all the time." Mia rolled her eyes and leaned in closer to Vian. "You're always such a goody two shoes, Vian. Lighten up a little, live a little." Vian bit her lip, feeling a familiar pang of insecurity as Mia's words. She knew Mia liked to tease her. But sometimes it felt like there was something more behind her jokes. She watched Taehyung from across the room. Mia noticed Vian's infatuation with Taehyung and teased her about it. "Vian, you know he's way out of your league, right?" Mia said with a mischievous grin. "He's like the heartthrob of university, and you're just you." Ryan rolled her eyes, trying to brush off Mia's teasing. "Thanks for the reminder, Mia. I'll just go and cry in a corner now," she said sarcastically. Mia laughed and nudged Ryan playfully. "I'm just looking out for you, girl." "I don't want you to get your hopes up and then have them crushed when he doesn't even notice you." Ryan forced a smile, but Mia's words stung more than she let on. She knew deep down that Mia was just trying to protect her. But was she? Mia noticed Ryan's longing looks and nudged her again. "You're hopeless, Ryan. He's never going to like you. You know that, right?" Ryan sagged and looked away, trying to hide the disappointment in her eyes. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I'm just a lost cause, she muttered under her breath. But despite Mia's teasing and doubts, Ryan couldn't shake the feeling that maybe, just maybe, there was a chance that Taehyung could like her back. She held on to that hope like a lifeline, even if it seemed like a long shot. As days passed by, Mia's taunting just increased. She tried to bring Ryan down by joking about her style, personality, clothes, literally everything. Ryan also noticed how Mia had started talking to Taehyung more often. She was always around him, smiling and talking to him every chance she got. Even Taehyung seemed to enjoy her company. He started spending more time with Mia, laughing at her jokes and seeking out during breaks between classes. Ryan couldn't help but feel a twinge of jealousy every time she saw them together, but she tried to push it aside, telling herself that she was just paranoid. One afternoon, Ryan found herself walking to the campus cafe when she spotted Taehyung and Mia sitting at a table deep in conversation. She hesitated for a moment before deciding to approach them, hoping to join in on their conversation. Hey guys, Ryan greeted them with a smile as she pulled up a chair. What are you two talking about? Mia looked at her and gave her a smile. We were talking about the party Taehyung's hosting this birthday. Taehyung smiled at Ryan. You can come with us if you want, he offered, but Mia was quick to interrupt. Oh, come on, Tae. Look who you are asking. Ryan doesn't like going out. All she likes are boring books. Mia joked, rolling her eyes. Taehyung, whose smile suddenly widened, asked Ryan enthusiastically, really? Oh my, can you please help me out with studies? Ryan had been looking down this whole time, but she looked up after hearing Tae's cheerful tone. She smiled wide. Of course, I will help you. No worries. Mia frowned suddenly, speaking up. Ryan, didn't you wear the top just 3 days ago? Ryan blinked twice, looking down at her top. She then let out a forced smile. My brother gifted me this, so it's my favorite. Mia looked at Taehyung, who seemed pretty chill, as if he doesn't care about the topic. But he did give a smile when Ryan mentioned her brother. Anyways, you guys talk. I have to leave for my basketball practice, they said, standing up and waving. Oh, and Ryan, you're welcomed in the party if you want to come. He then left. Ryan's heartbeat was out of control. Ryan stood in front of her mirror, nervously adjusting the hem of her dress. She had spent hours picking out for the perfect outfit for Taehyung's birthday party. Wanting to look beautiful for her crush, the soft fabric clung to her curves, the color complementing her skin tone perfectly. She took a deep breath, trying to calm the fluttering in her stomach as she grabbed her purse and headed out to the door. As she arrived at the venue, the sound of laughter and music greeted her. She could see Taehyung in the distance. Surrounded by his friends, a smile on his face as he chatted animatedly with them. Vian's heart skipped a beat at the sight of him, her cheeks flushing with excitement. She made her way through the crowd, trying to blend in with the other guests. As she approached Taehyung's group of friends, she felt a pang of unease wash over her. Mia was there, standing next to Taehyung and his friends, a smirk playing on her lips as she looked up at Vian. Well, 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 Mia said loudly, drawing the attention of everyone in the vicinity. Look who decided to grace us with her presence. Vian, I didn't know they allowed fashion disasters at parties. She laughed at her own joke. Vian felt her cheeks burn with embarrassment as she looked down at her dress, suddenly feeling self conscious about her appearance. She tried to brush off Mia's comment with a forced smile, but inside her confidence was crumbling. Taehyung glanced over at Vian, his brow furrowed in concern as he noticed the hurt expression on her face. As Mia said a few more things, Wyan just decided to walk away after telling them she was just going to get a drink. Taehyung also excused himself from his friends and made his way over to where Wyan was standing, Mia's mocking laughter still ringing in the air. Wyan, are you okay? Taehyung asked softly, reaching out to gently touch her arm. Wyan forced a smile, trying to hide the hurt that was threatening to spill over. I'm fine, Taehyung. Just a little tired, that's all. Taehyung studied her for a moment before nodding in understanding. Well, if you need a break, I can show you where you can relax for a bit. It can get pretty overwhelming in there with all the noise. Wan felt a surge of gratitude towards Taehyung as she nodded gratefully. He led her away from the crowd and into a quieter area of the venue, where they found a secluded spot to sit and talk. Wan, I'm sorry about what happened back there, Taehyung said sincerely, his eyes filled with empathy. Mia can be, well, Mia, but please don't let her words get to you. You look absolutely stunning tonight. Wine felt tears prick at the corner of her eyes as she looked up at Taehyung. Thank you, Tae. Taehyung reached out to gently wipe away a tear that had escaped down Vian's cheek. You're too hard on yourself, Vian. You're amazing just the way you are, and I really like you. Vian's heart skipped a beat at Taehyung's confession, her eyes widening in surprise. You do? Taehyung nodded, his gaze unwavering as he looked into Vian's eyes. I've liked you for a while now, Vian, and I would love the chance to get to know you better. Vian felt a surge of emotions flood through her at Taehyung's words. She couldn't believe that he felt the same way about her. But but I'm not good enough for you. I'm not even beautiful, not exciting, not even. She was cut off by Taehyung, who placed his finger on her lips, shushing her. They sighed, looking around. He saw her wearing black heels. He pointed at the heels and said, those are the ugliest green shoes I've ever seen. Wyan frowned at his remark. These are neither green nor shoes. Nah, these green shoes are very ugly. You should change them. What is wrong with you, Taehyung? I'm literally wearing black heels. She got defensive and Taehyung chuckled. You see, my comments were mean, but that didn't bother you because you knew you were not wearing any green shoes. You were confident. The same is with your self worth. When you know and are confident about yourself, you'd just brush off any meaningless comment. He gently cupped her cheeks. So stop taking things so personally and cut off toxic people from your life. You are beautiful to me in every way. Taehyung smiled softly. Hwan felt like she was exactly where she belonged, and as Taehyung leaned in to brush a gentle kiss against her cheek, she knew that she had found someone who truly saw her for who she was, someone who made her feel beautiful and loved just the way she was. And in that moment, surrounded by the soft glow of the party lights and the sound of music in the air, Anne knew that she had found someone truly special, someone worth holding on to forever. Always stay away from boy crazy girls or a toxic best friend. Someone who brings you down in public and points out your insecurities. Know your worth and the difference between joke and insult. Your self respect is in your hands, so keep it safe.